Okay, so I just got my van back and I'm trying to get it looking right. And also, I just got the trim restore a few months ago, probably, and just haven't gotten to actually use it on anything yet. So I'm gonna try it out today for the first time. It's the Mckee's 37 trim restore. In the past, I've used solution finish, so my expectations are pretty high, and hopefully they're going to deliver like they have almost every time. Now, in some comparisons, you got to keep in mind that there's not always a right and a wrong. It's all about expectations. This particular one here has some cracked up finish that I was hoping it would cover, where like solution finish would for certain. And I've used it quite a bit for that kind of stuff, where this one would actually, it would take some dried out faded looking trim and it would certainly give it a nice look. I actually like the look to it if you look at this piece, but I'm not blown away by the fact that it covered really well because of the other piece. So you kind of see where I'm at on that. Here's my thing. Chris West, he found the first, product that lasts a good year and does amazing performance until it wears off after a year or so and it has to be done again. But everybody that keeps coming out with these so-called better versions have yet to really make it last like longer than a year. And then sometimes it's not even the same product really. Like in this instance, I feel like Mckee's 37 is producing a really good top coating, but not so much restore, if that makes any sense. The restore would have more of a color to it. It wouldn't be clear in my opinion. This would be more like a top coat, and it looks fantastic for that particular scenario. But even the atoms I noticed had a blacker ink look in the solution, so I feel like theirs probably will cover that a little more up top where the Mckee's didn't. So we'll see. Makes trim that's already in good shape look shiny, and it probably lasts a whole lot longer than your average tire dressing or trim dressing. So in that aspect, that's the type of restore that they're talking about. I suggest that you not expect much more out of it. And as for me, I'll enjoy using the product. I'll be using it on my cars that need good trim, that are already in good shape, until that bottle's gone. Because another thing is it has a shelf life. Once you've unsealed that product, it can harden up on you. So you want to go ahead and keep using it and get it gone. On the Adams Polish one, it's certainly got more of an ink to it. I imagine over 5 coats, if I had that amount of time, it probably would cover more. It certainly stains more, and it's more of a liability to use. You better be very good at tedious stuff if you're going to use this stuff. And just tape up anyway. It's never stupid to tape up on a project and come out with much better results. So take time, tape it up, use gloves, and you might like this product. Not certain how long it's going to last. We're only going to be doing 2 coats today, and I'm about to put the second coat on. Okay, so I might be wrong. It might actually cover over 5 coats, but definitely it hasn't covered it in 2 coats. It made more coverage over 2 coats than it did in just 1 coat. So I'm seeing progressive results getting better as the coats go on, and it does say 1 to 5 coats. But my whole issue with that is I've got solution finish. I could do it in 1 coat and cover it, and I know it's going to last probably another year. So that's a no-brainer on that one. As far as comparing these two, it's apples and oranges. But for the fun of it, I'm going to continue the review, and we're going to let you know how the long term on this products go, whether it's weeks or months, and exactly the full report. 2 coats on each side. I personally like the Mckee's results because it's pretty consistent with the texture. And thing about Mckee's 37 is, like, even their SiO2 tire shine, it gives a really natural look. It's sort of hard to explain. It's a connoisseur thing for sure. This particular trim restore, I don't see like a restore. I see it more of a long-term dressing. If that makes any sense. It's clear and it's less toxic to use, easy to wipe off, and it's got a real nice natural look to it. It's not going to cover up cracked painted need and paint trim, but it will make it look nicer, and if it's in good shape already, it's going to keep it looking really nice. There, so hopefully I get a little bit of shelf life off of this one, and we'll see how that goes. But that was a comparison video of 2 totally different trim restores from 2 totally different companies.